Good morning, hello, welcome to the TriathlonDan YouTube channel. Welcome to what's going to be, hopefully, a cracking ride in the Peak District today. It is forecast some rain, however, it's hit and miss as to where that is. So today's route doesn't take us a million miles away from where I live. The idea is that if the weather turns, we can turn home and it's not going to be a huge amount of distance. Still going to be about 60-65 miles, about 5,000 feet of climbing. So a solid day out. I think I'm going to go out in the second group. I'm just not fit enough to go with the front guys. When I go out with them, it's absolutely flat out, and you know, I'm trying to train for triathlon, and running and swimming does take it out of you as well. So whilst I might want to, it's not sensible. I just find that in the days that follow, just really struggle. So, but hopefully later this year I'll be able to be a bit fitter and ride with them. But for the time being today, I think our route's a little bit shorter. So anyway, let's get out there and get stuck in. Here we go then, this is us. There's about probably, I don't know, can't do the maths, 10, 11 of us out. Good ride so far, nice tailwind, so that's going to bite us in the behind on the way back. Ominous looking clouds, but we should be all right. This is a classic Sunday ride in the peaks. Brilliant. Should have brought the mountain bike. Hopefully not far to the cafe, so I'll see you there. We won't need to block him in about 2 minutes. Exactly.
Thank God for that.
Wait till it says auto pause on.
Gravel it, middle lads.
Right line, George, you want it, Chris?
Hey?
I was talking to my mate Chris, the climber of the group.
No, it's you and I.
Ooh, ride done and dusted. What an absolutely brilliant ride out in the peaks. Great bunch of people, great scenery, great ride. Some stats on the ride, so it's 4 hours, 71 miles, average 17.7 miles an hour, 17.6, something like that. Normalised power, 280 watts for 4 hours. That is not bad at all. Or 277, sorry. That gives me a lot of confidence in my sort of endurance legs. And even like towards the end, I felt like I still had a bit of gas there. I couldn't lift it to like 450, 500 on sharp climbs, but I could sit at like sweet spot on threshold, so very encouraging. 6,000 feet of climbing, that is extensive. Anyway, I've probably titled this video something like my best ever triathlon week of training or something like that. So let's, I'm gonna get a shower, eat some Domino's pizza that I've got left over from last night, because I didn't eat it all, dieting, and then let's have a look at this week's training. Okay, so I try to always do these weekly training reviews, and I've done them when training's been poor, so please humour me when training is good, because I'm really happy to share this week's training. And I think, as the title probably says, I'm pretty sure this is my best week of triathlon training, potentially ever, but let's get stuck into it. So, first of all, I weigh myself in every day apart from today because I forgot. It's not really come down much in the last week or so, to be honest, but it is what it is. I'm training well, I'm feeling good, so I'm just not going to worry about it. There we go. So Monday, kicked off with a steady run at lunchtime, and then, if that wasn't that steady actually, steady in a bit of tempo, and then a 1 hour zone 2 spin in the evening. I did miss this session. This session was set to me by my coach James at RideHarder. It was basically 4 times 10 minutes at sweet spot. I just didn't have it in me. The week before, I'd finished with what I'd done? I don't know. Whatever reason, I didn't feel up to it, so I didn't do it. I just did an hour zone 2. Tuesday morning, swim, breakthrough session in the pool for me, 4x100s, 133, 31, 30, and 29, which is a 100 metre PB for me. Didn't then do a huge amount of volume afterwards because I was quite tired from that. And then a steady run in the evening with Triple Brutal James and a couple of others. And that was a long run, that was good, nice and steady, felt good. It was good to get a good run in midweek. Wednesday, again, swim in the morning, so I'm 2K, 30 minutes steady zone 2 at lunchtime running. So this is where I'm trying to build in more run volume. So I know I needed to run again after the long run the day before, but 45 minutes is just a bit long for me at the minute on already tired legs. So I just did, as you see, 28 minutes, just nice and steady. especially because I was going out on the club ride in the evening. So again, went out 2 hours, 33 miles, 140 TSS, so a good all-round ride there. That should have been, the session should have been 3 minutes tempo and 30 seconds VO2. So you can see here, I got a 5 second best power for this year. There were plenty of little VO2 efforts and tempo efforts, I'll tell you that. Thursday, hill effort session in the evening. That's been absolutely great. That's a session that I've built up over the last 5 or 6 weeks now with James and Liam and a couple of others sometimes. Real good session. We're now just moving into doing more longer hills rather than shorter, faster ones, just as we get closer to half Ironmans and Ironmans. So here got a third highest 5 second heart rate for the year. So it's definitely pushing hard on the hills, but in terms of training stress, it's really low. 52 training stress score points for an hour and 14 of running. We're walking the recoveries, steady jogging in and out. It's just getting those quality efforts in without actually doing loads of running around it. And that's pretty much I wouldn't say a recovery day, but that's a day where I'm not really any more tired than I was when I started it. Friday morning, another 2K in the pool, that was good. And then Friday evening, I went and did the club ride, which we call Fast Friday. It's chain gang on a Friday night. I went with the second group, so it wasn't too hard. It was still a good workout, normalised 262 watts for an hour and 45. Yeah, good ride. It was a bit of everything was the session, so that I pretty much thought, a chain gang covers a bit of everything really. I was hoping to do a time trial on Saturday. As you can see, TTDNS did not start because it was quite bad rain forecast and it was a dual carriageway, and Liz and I were both supposed to be doing it, and the spray's quite bad on dual carriageways, isn't it, when it's raining? Just not worth the risk. It's already quite risky riding on a dual carriageway in my opinion. I didn't want to do any more than that. So I swam at 8 o'clock in the morning. I was going to do that anyway. The TT wasn't starting until the afternoon. But then in the afternoon, I ran with Liz. And as you can see here, steady run with Liz felt mint. I did feel mint. I felt like I was absolutely cruising. Was really happy to do that. That got bumped my run mileage up for the week as well. Really, really good. We also saw future Olympian Ben Connor on the streets of Alfreton, drizzly streets of Alfreton. You see a future Olympian. So that was dead chuffed. I did fanboy and say, "Hi, Ben." He does not watch these videos. And then today, 4 hours in the Peak District. This is a session I can get on board with. Thanks, coach. Hard, fast group ride. Find a fast club ride or a couple of mates. As was pointed out to me by my club mates, a couple of mates might be a bit ambitious for me, but some fast club mates I can find. So yeah, 71 miles, 4 hours, a training stress score of 252. That was a solid ride. But do you know what? I felt strong. Towards the end, I couldn't really do big 10, 20 second efforts, but I could certainly push up to the threshold on the climbs and stuff. So really, really encouraging for half Ironman and Ironman bike splits. And that adds up to just over 16 and a half hours of training, 1,136 training stress score points, 2 hours in the pool, 8 hours and 48 on the bike, and then 5 hours and 42 running. So 36 run miles in a week for me is pretty good. And yeah, that's a solid week of training. I don't really pay too much attention to the the fitness, fatigue, form score that Training Peaks gives you. It's a rough indication of your last 6 weeks training, but it's by no means an actual score as to how fit you actually are. As I said, it does only look at the last 6 weeks. So yeah, good week's training. Hopefully another similar week next week. I'm just building it out now actually for what training I'm going to do this week. It will probably look very similar in actual fact, although I am doing something a bit different next weekend, I think. But anyway, thank you very much for watching. I hope your training's going well. Let me know down below if you've done an event already this year. I've seen people have been doing triathlons this weekend, and it's got my juices flowing. If not, how long is it till your first race? I'm currently 5 weeks out from Outlaw Half. I'm not going to get another triathlon in before then. I was hoping to, but I'm not going to. Got a couple of TTs and crit races and stuff before then, but other than that, full steam ahead to Outlaw Half. So yeah, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already, and I'll see you tomorrow at 4 PM. Laters.